Hey, it's Brock here from Rock Hill Farms, and today we're going to finish out this bridge. Now in the next week we're also going to fully install a windmill on this pond island, and we are going to lay the groundwork for a new bridge stretching across to the other bank. The first thing I've got to do though is take a couple measurements, because the slats I've got on the bridge right now are just setting there, they're not screwed down, and there's a gap on each end that I couldn't fit another 2x12. So I need to measure those, see what I need to cut down. I'm thinking I might have 8 to 10 inches, so might just use the 2x6 and leave little spaces for the rain to run out anyway. So I'll take some measurements and we'll see on that. Then the other thing I'm gonna do right now is take all these slats out, take them up to the shop and stain them along with the additional wood that I'm gonna use to finish this. We'll get all that stained and probably a couple coats on it tonight and have it ready so in the morning we can start this and get it done. Should be a lot of fun. Well, I got that wood up here. I grabbed the can of stain and realized I can't just start staining that because it says the wood has to be clean and dry. And this wood is very much not clean, and if I clean it, it won't be dry. So I'm gonna lay it all out here, power wash it, and let it dry, and then we'll stain it. Actually, I think I will clean the concrete here before I spray the wood. Now, I haven't used this power washer in a month. It's been sitting outside. Let's see how easy it is to start. Champion may not be the most premium brand out there or whatever, but no matter how much I leave these Champion power equipment pieces out, one pull usually. I'm impressed. I've got 7 boxes here that make up my windmill. I've said windmill 8,000 times on the channel in the last year, and it's here finally. So, weather looks clear. I'm gonna set all this outside, bring that lumber in here and let it dry. I don't know how long I need to let it dry. The real answer is probably till this time tomorrow, but I might see if I can come back out here in 4 hours or something and start staining that, but we'll see. Okay, so this is an air-conditioned building. I have a fan on it. Now we just got to wait for these to dry out, and that'll take however long it takes. So after that, we'll get back on it. Okay, so I washed those boards about 7 o'clock, and it is 11 o'clock. Let's see what we got here. I don't know much about stains or waterproofing or different brands of them or anything like that. So I just went up to the Home Depot paint counter. I asked the guy what he would buy. Got this Behr Premium weatherproofing stain and sealer. Supposed to last 6 years on decks. Must apply between 35 and 90 degrees Fahrenheit. We should be good there. Avoid direct sunlight or hot surfaces. Coating resists rain after 4 hours. Dry time, 1 to 2 hours to recoat. 72 hours for a full cure. So, it's 11 o'clock. I could do 1 coat now. Come back out here between 12 and 1 and do a 2nd coat. Then flip them over and do 2 coats in the morning. I think this is a good exercise. Isn't there like a shake weight? I'm supposed to lose 30 pounds by doing this. Maybe I watch too many infomercials. I started staining these boards at 11 o'clock and said it might take me an hour, at which point these would be dry. Well, I did 3 tables of these boards, and then I did 4 12-foot 2x6s and 1 8-foot 2x6 that are going to make up the rest of the frame. And it is now 1 a.m. So I only have access to this shop in the evenings. In the morning, a crew will be in here. So I'd really like to get a full coat on both sides tonight. So I'm going to go ahead and stain the other side of these, then call it a night. And then tomorrow I'll have to do some of it outside. But they really recommended you don't do it out in the sun. So we'll just see how it goes. But I'm going to go ahead and put a 2nd coat on the, or not a 2nd coat. I'm going to flip these over and put a 1st coat on the bottom side of all of these, and then tomorrow we'll do the 2nd coat. Finally decided it made more sense to just get it done tonight because I won't have a good place to do it tomorrow. So I've done 2 coats on each side of all these boards, and by morning they'll all be dry. It is 2:53. Started at 11. It is 3, so it took me 4 hours to do 2 coats on each side, 4 coats, about an hour apiece. Can't wait to see how it looks on the bridge. Okay, we're out here for day number 2, and I've got a few more cuts to make, and then we can start assembling everything. So, I've got all these planks that go across it this direction, and I don't want to bolt each of those down and drill 100 holes into this heavy gauge angle iron and bolt it down that way. So what I'm going to do is run the 2x6s the full length of the bridge on each side, and then screw my other boards across those. And then where I put this rebar over the bridge down into the concrete blocks, I need to make a little notch in the last plank to accommodate that rebar. It's cooled off enough that I should be able to stain this out here without causing any problems. One more coat and I think it'll be good to go. All right, on the count of 3. 1, 2. Whew. That's a pretty long jump, but I made it. I think it looks pretty good. I didn't want this orange-red color. I wanted more of like a darker cherry red, but it'll be all right. I'm happy with it. Tomorrow is the one I'm really excited about. We're gonna put the windmill up tomorrow and hopefully have it done in tomorrow's video. I appreciate you taking time to watch. I'll put links on the screen right here, and I'll see you next time.